What's going on, everybody? In this video, we're going to work on what are the best heroes for each individual lineups. Um, there's multiple ways to go about it, and everything's going to depend on what heroes you have available to you. This will be more what you can pick and choose from and what you should be working. So every line's going to be a little bit different depending on what levels. So first off, we will start off with our Minutemen. Now, Minutemen they've got the most heroes for the most part that are semi-interchangeable. Your primary ones for me personally are going to be you run a two tank system, will be Myra, Bolton, Rebecca, Roger. And your fifth man can go a lot of different ways. You can go Elise for the heals or for your shields. You could go Benson for your AoE damage, but Benson is more. He'd be better off when he's level 90, 95 to 100, and he's a 3-star Mystic. If you don't have that, he's a little bit weaker than the rest. So he's a toss up. And your other one is Kaba. She is really good single damage. I believe she's single damage. Check. Nope. She is mass damage. However, I think she's a little bit stronger. It has a little bit more damage output than Benson does. So personally, me, I would get her up instead of Benson. Unless you have a 3-star Mystic Benson. But again, everything's going to depend on what you personally have available to you. Now, my lineup with them currently stands as Myra, Bolton, Benson, Rebecca. Rogers isn't as strong as I'd like him to be, so he's not in my lineup yet. And there's my Koba. Might be able to change that. I haven't looked at recruiting yet to see level to change up that line. But between this lineup, would probably want Bolton, Myra, Roger, Rebecca, and then again Benson and Koba. Either one of those two. Leave Elise out. You probably won't at the higher level. So that's for your Minutemen. Vindicators, my absolute worst fucking lineup. I have nothing available for you guys quite yet. However, your main four, or as you see them right here, going to be your tank, your back line, another tank, back line. Here's where it becomes harder with these guys because you have Max, Quinn, and Baron. Depending on if you have Quinn and she's available, or Baron, I personally only use Quinn in my mutated zombie attacks only because she has the memento buff. You get this up, and she gives a good amount of extras. You're doing a level 7, and you're going to get 1500 for it. Now you're getting 1936 or something like that instead. She's not the greatest when it comes to attacking other lines. I personally, when I'm going with other lines, would use Baron if you have them up. Again, this is going to depend on what you have available to you. As you can see, I don't have Ricardo because I was an idiot and I used him to boost somebody else and I lost him. So it is what it is. For this lineup, again, whatever the fuck his name is, Blanche, Ricardo, Buccaneer, and then you could either go Quinn, Max, or Baron. Baron is she. I forgot if she's Endo or not. That'll be the other thing you want to look at. Want to see. She's Commando, he's Commando. So you could do Baron, who's also Commando, and you'd have a heavy Commando lineup as long as you have the Commandos so that you can deal with it. If you wanted to split them up, then go with Quinn, because she's going to be a rifle. So that going to depend on what you have available for troops. As you can see here, for me, it would be fine to do all commandos for the simple fact that I've got plenty of commandos, but I'm lacking in both my defenders and my rifle. And that's always another thing. Don't have the riflemen, you don't have the defenders or commandos, you're going to have to find the best line that fits what you have suited to you at that time. work up to the rest. So now we're on to the wildling. Wildlings are another one who have a decent amount of heroes. However, my primary right now is going to be Harmon, Marlene, Aline, Titan. Then you got a mix match. So if you want to run a 2-tank system, you'd use Irma. However, I don't prefer the 2-tank on this one. I would still run either a Jessie or an... If you want more damage, go with Kin. If you want more healing or sustainability, take Jessie. That's going to be a personal preference. Primary 4 should be Harmon, Marlene, Lean, and Titan. Those 4 right there will be your primary go-tos. And then you can interchange Jessie or Kin out depending on their levels, depending on what you look to need. It's just knowing which ones you have. And I'm picking up these 5 lines based off of getting the 5 line. If you need to interact with somebody else, you know, if I have a 4x1, you're still getting 15% bonus for your attack, your and your look. I believe those are. If you have all 5, you're getting a 20. At 5% can mean a deal in the end. So then we go here to your Watchers. Your Watchers are another one where it can be mixed matched. This, that, and the other. Your primaries are going to be Roland, Laurel, Blade, and Kelly. I always mix and match with Penny. Now this is where people become different because you might not have all these here. Top line, hard to get. So this is the meta for right now. We'll see this meta in every single arena. You will see a variation of it in the top 10 to 20 people. Now when you're looking, variations will usually be Roland, Laurel, Glade, and Kelly with a mixture of either Penny, Mara, Lun. I've seen some people doing Quay Quan over here. It's always a personal preference. I've also seen people get rid of Roland altogether and go with Penny and Mara. And then have Laurel, Glade, and... So again, it's going to be what do you have available? What are their levels and stars? Mystic, are they gold 3 stars? It's going to depend on you. But this would be your primary line to match. So when you look at my lineups, this is my primary lineup right now. I've got it working Titan. Just got him up, and I believe I got him to a gold 1 star. I got to see who I want to cement. Do I want to replace Kin, or do I want to replace C? Kind of a thing I got to work and do a couple of testing on to figure out. We go to my Watchers. My Watchers currently right now, Mara's my weakest link, being that she's only red, and I haven't been able to grade her yet. But I'm going to try to work on that. And then Rebecca, Elise I'll probably be taking out here soon. I run Benson right now because he's a decent level. My lines just like everybody else need. We'll get there. So then you have your Watchers. My Watcher group consists of your main meta group. Pretty self-explanatory right there. Your main 3 people. Roland, you know. Don't ask about this shit fuck line back here because it's under a bullshit where I just hit fucking fill. And it puts in random people. Again, everything's going to depend on what you have available to you at that time of levels. Personally, I don't waste my time leveling up anybody I'm not using. So as you can see, Rogers, I want to get him in, but right now he's only gold, so he's not worth putting. He will later on down. Same with her. So don't even waste your memento coin leveling those people. Save all your memento coins and your DM line. DM line you're going to want to have at least across the board. Once you get 4s and 5 and 6 cities, it's going to become a lot harder to take those cities and you'll have a lot less losses of. I can upgrade your skill. Okay, why not? Let's do it. So again, if you have any other questions on who you should be leveling or where they're at, go ahead, feel free to ask. I am always around to help out. In our next video I will do will be based off of gears and how you should properly equip these. Alright, till next time.